What's up, folks, and welcome back to my channel. On this video I'm just going to be going over a little bit of the gameplay on this particular map of Sandbox and Population 1. Playing this on the MetaQuest 2, and the loadout I always go with for this map is a P90. It's a great far and close range weapon, and the DT is great up close, and of course shield pops. So yeah, I'm just going to do some light commentary here, let you observe and see for yourself what's happening. However, if you do have questions, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. This particular map, I do like it because it has a lot of corridors. It has a lot of kind of hidden pathways. It's like a main area. And the thing I like most about this map is it allows you to collect builds. You have to keep track of your ammo, which is something that's like not a lot of sandbox maps have that. And I actually, love, because anytime I have builds, which is what I'm doing right there, anytime I have those, I'm gonna make sure I spam those, because those get you out of a jam. And everybody who plays this game, who knows about it, they know. So when playing sandbox maps, it's team deathmatch, a majority if not all, I believe.
Over there?
It's a completely different style than that of squads. Like this particular time here, I'm kind of keeping up with this guy just to kind of have, I guess, backup, even though as you'll see, I don't really need it. But it is good a lot of times to have a buddy just in case, because a lot of people do double team you, triple team you, especially when they see that you're a threat. But for players that are skilled, you can navigate through a lot of situations in this game. So the blue there that you see, that's a zone grenade. When a teammate throws that, it's blue, so it won't affect me. The one there is red. If I go into that, it's going to knock off a little bit of my health. The enemy threw that one. So I'm just climbing, building, I'm shooting. And I did mention on my other video about the shooting. Like, this is a very arcadey shooter. It's not Pavlov. It's not aiming for anything realistic. It's very arcadey. And depending on the gun you have, you will see numbers displayed upon the enemy when you're shooting them. The gun I have, I believe it's 11 or 12 damage. Headshot, I think, is 16. And when it's a headshot, it's a red number over them. So depending on the gun, and depending on how close or far you are, it's gonna have a different amount displayed when you're shooting the enemy. And once it goes from blue numbers to yellow numbers, their shield is broken, they're very low, and you can push them. So I'm just healing up there. I always carry shield pops, looting any and everything that I can see just to keep my health up to par, like just in case I lose it, which I do. Later on I do lose it, but I have everything that I need in order to heal and to be back. That guy was no threat at all. He was just kind of, I don't know what he was doing. He was a kid playing that. So yeah, I'm just taking him out. I'm simply just taking him out. Like, it's not, this particular map was not much of a challenge for me. This was me just really sweating. And as you can see, pretty much every time because I have the builds, I collect the builds just because I want to be able to do just that. Like, you can just place them anywhere. You can peep out the room and see what's going on, and that's going to give you an advantage to the opponent because you can see them, and you have shield as well. You have you have walls that you can build, and that's going to definitely come in handy. So this guy was struggling. Everybody was attacking him, and that was no issue at all taking him out. And of course, I immediately build behind. You grab backpacks just like you grab backpacks in squads. That's gonna. Teammate said he was struggling. They kind of were. This was a good lobby. Sometimes it's hit or miss. You never know who your teammates are gonna be. As far as their skill level, or if they're just assholes. A lot of times you do get people that just want to be as rude and racist as they can, and that's just part of the online thing. But these particular people I was playing with, they may not have been as skilled, but they were cool people to play with. I didn't have any issues playing with them, which is always great as well. So here the guy's pushing me, and he got, and because I have all these heals, the banana's gonna replenish my green health. I immediately eat that. Somebody threw a zone name at me, took a little bit of my health off, but again, I have builds and I have heals, so I'm pretty much good. And this guy again comes after me, but because I have my builds and I can kind of set myself up in the best way, very easily took him out. Wasn't a challenge whatsoever. This world also has jump pads, which I like. This main area here is a very nice place to just kind of mess people up. And my in-game mic audio is actually off because I knew I wanted to narrate, so my teammates can hear me, but I made sure to keep it off so you can't hear me. But I am communicating with my teammate. That's another thing important in Sandbox or squads. Like, you want to keep comms open. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Really just depends on my mood. A lot of times I don't feel like talking, but it's like if we're losing and I feel like I need assistance, then I will start communicating.
Over here.
Another thing with weapons, just like in squads, some sandbox maps, the creators of these maps, they place gold weapons. They finally got me. They place gold weapons in special places, and obviously, like I was saying in the other video, your 1 star, your 2 star, which is blue, 3 star, which is purple, and gold, and then they also have red, which is I think 5 or 6 stars. The more stars a gun has, the more ammo it has, or the more damage it's gonna do. So there was a guy, I think, who did have a gold shotgun that went against me, but because, you know, I guess, well, to be completely honest, I'm just a better player than he was. I was able to get him with my blue TT in combination with my P90. I feel like that's a very good combination.
Didn't mean to kill that. Didn't mean to steal that.
But if you know how to play the game, not much is gonna really get in your way. No issue at all. And pretty much every time after I destroy somebody, I just place builds, because you just never know where anybody could pop up, and I want to give myself the opportunity to heal with the shield pops and the bananas that I'm finding throughout the map. And I don't think I really lost or had that many deaths this particular map either. And that guy literally went right back to the same spot he got messed up at, just to get messed up again. You will see a lot of funny things when playing this game as well. As far as the way people play it, it can be very comedic. I've lost count how many times I took that guy out. Whenever I play maps like this that you're supposed to collect things, you know, when you get an enemy, they drop items. Whatever they have, just pick it up if you like it. If not, you know, sometimes they drop shield ammo. You need ammo. So not all sandbox maps require ammo. They give you unlimited ammo, and some of them you don't have builds. But ones where you have builds like this, I prefer those maps. But yeah, just collect builds and ammo, shield pops, anything that you feel like you're gonna need, get it. Yeah, I think that guy actually had somebody had a gold shotgun. It was a gold, not the particular shotgun I use. They have 2 shotguns in this game. So the DT11, which is the one I always use, and then they have one, the M1. So the DT only has 2 shots, and then you have to reload. Whereas the M1, I believe, has 4 or 6, depending on the stars. The M1 is a great gun because literally those 4, however many rounds you have in that, it's gonna take the enemy out if you. Yeah, I think he's the one that had the gold shotgun. and he wasn't able to best me. There's really no excuse for that. That's a very lethal gun, a gold M1. But I just prefer the DT just because I feel it does require a little bit more skill, and if you really know how to use the DT, it will get you out of some situations. It just will. The M1 is a great gun as well, but if somebody is attacking you with an M1, you can back up and it's gonna lessen the amount of damage that they're doing to you. The DT is still kind of consistent across the board. Like, you can be close or a little bit, not terribly far, but far enough to where it's still gonna, you know, do damage on them. So yeah, I'm just using my resources. You know, you want to be able to, I have them, so why not use them? That's creating a barrier between me and the enemy. And this was it. I just went up to the Cowboy PJ, who I've destroyed many a times. Did a little 1-2 combo punch, and then that was that. Victory. So yeah, this particular map was quite easy. And as you can see by the score and the deaths, you know, I was the top player. So yeah. I do have another video in the pipeline, and if you enjoyed this particular one, just go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe. I really appreciate that. Stay tuned for more.